Thank you for the introduction. It's my honor to share some of the finding of my research. Actually, I talk a little bit about myself, and actually, I think last 2 years, I would say that. Thank you for AI, and actually, I've been publishing a lot of paper to share how to use AI to support teaching and learning. It's about 24 journal paper. So let me share my screen first. So I hope you can see that. It is the title. So basically, you can see that my approaches today I want to talk about is how we prepare students, um, teachers, and school to embrace AI. I don't only talk about. I don't want to just share one aspect like student or teacher or school, because I believe that if we want to implement something new, we have to engage all the stakeholders, student, teacher, even parents, I would say that. So I think, wait, let me, sorry. It is the agenda. I'm sure that you kind of know that. So today, what I will do is, first I will share how AI change our education. I will use five aspects. I will say use craft. So how we make it better, use this work. So I will use five areas. C is about care, and R is the reinforcement, and A is assessment, and then the future is the future skill or competency that we need. And the last one is transdisciplinary, basically integrated learning. And then the second one, I will talk about how to be a ace teacher. I mean, how to be a good teacher, I would say. And then I will share some of uh, the education that we have been doing, because school is cover all the students. So actually in Hong Kong, we this year, I think in 2023 September, that's been 6 months ago, all the students in Hong Kong, they actually have to learn AI. And then I would like to also share some of the findings that how student and teacher use ChatGPT or generative AI to support self-regulated learning. And then at the end, we talk about teacher and student. So what school can do or what university can do. So I will share that what we did. So first, I would like to talk about Hong Kong first. So Hong Kong is very small places, but we have a lot of people, like 7.5 million population. They are so packed. This is my university. It's the biggest campus in Hong Kong. It's one of the biggest one. So I would like to talk a little bit more about related to AI. As I say, in Hong Kong, actually, all the school students have to learn AI. It's part of the curriculum. And even though in university, our university, all the year one students have to learn AI and also competitive thinking skill, which is the whole just share. So basically, they have to learn about coding, learn about AI, because we believe that this is in university, we believe that it is an essential skill for the future. So, and also, public exam that we have, and actually this year we're testing AI already. So in school, so basically there are some concept that we believe that they have to know that. So before I start, I quite like to share one of the video that to talk about what is the impact of AI. So let me share one video. It's about 2 minutes. I will say that, and then I'll start my sharing.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
A little bit. Sorry, let me share again because it's not the video. Let me make it the switch screen.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I might look human, but I am actually a robot. I am an innovative robot who uses sophisticated AI to communicate with humans. And as I interact with more and more people, I am constantly getting smarter. I have become a champion of innovation for the United Nations Development Program. I rub shoulders with world leaders, top business people, and celebrities.
Sophia the robot, everybody!
And now I'd like you to meet someone. Please welcome little Sophia. Little Sophia is a 14-inch tall robot that can do all the amazing things Big Sophia can do it in a smaller package.
Hey Sophia, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I have a superpower. I can code.
Little Sophia can create a deep connection with others by making eye contact and recognizing facial cues. Wow. She is curious about the world. She wants you to help her learn. She has an ever-expanding imagination and can take you on wild adventures.
Hey Sophia, where is the asteroid belt?
The asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter. Isn't it beautiful?
You can learn things together with her. She is also full of personality. She is always learning, and you can teach her new tricks through her open-source programming.
Let's dance.
Little Sophia wants girls to have fun learning math and science, so they become the scientists and engineers of the future. Help us begin mass production of Little Sophia, so we can inspire the next generation of scientists and engineers, and discover the future together.
Okay, let me go back to my PowerPoint first. And PowerPoint. Right, let me turn off this. Okay, let me share my PowerPoint. Okay. So what I just share, the video, basically you can see that Sophia is a robot, very advanced, talk like human. But we'll talk about education. Actually, that company is based in Hong Kong, and actually you can see that they're the little Sophia, and then actually that one is AI. And then actually you can see that how kids learn with them, and then actually basically it's another level. I mean, it's part of their technology. They have a large language model. Basically, it's kind of ChatGPT. So actually, it's coming. AI definitely will change our education, but how? So that's why I mean the first session that I would like to talk about a little bit more about how. But again, education. I mean AI in education. I would say that I want to use this picture to describe what it is. Okay, we seem very positive. Wow, change our education. But actually, they are also quite dangerous because if us rely on AI too much, everything, you finish my homework, help me to do it. So and then actually, basically, the student didn't learn, and teacher like lost control. So actually, myself is AI basically is the elephant in the classroom. They could they could destroy the whole classroom, as students just using it to complete tasks. They learn nothing about that. So actually, basically, after the 6 year or 12-year school education, they actually come up with nothing, learn nothing. And actually, I think they have a lot of discussion. I think a year ago, so university banned AI, ChatGPT, so we use it. But now I think after a year, after a year, and then now we kind of like that would say that we cannot actually stop students using AI. So actually, how we can think positively, how we actually embrace this. So this is a topic that I would like to share. And wait, wait, some movement. So AI basically is I describe it as a double edged sword. So basically, they can hurt you. They also can, if you don't use it appropriately, they also can benefit because it's sharp, so you can cut anything. It's a double-edged one. So does that mean that they're pro and con? They have an advantage and disadvantage. So believe that which is very important. And then I would like to talk about my research. This is actually I interview a lot of teachers in Hong Kong. It's about I think 60, and then we do some analysis. So what it is, the first one, what I say that I want to talk about how AI craft our education, basically how it make it change a little bit, transform it. So the first C, are using care. What's that mean? That is related to human-centered education, and also care about their learning and peer. So that means their classmates, because we have a lot of technology. I don't know your position about mobile, in school. And actually, many parents or teachers kind of reject using mobile in education. But actually, in Hong Kong, we actually implement BYOD in schools. Basically, 50% of the school, the kid in school, they will use mobile to support their teaching and learning. AI is the same thing. Once it get in the classroom or in at home, so we don't just say that it's so powerful. This tool is so powerful, and then we just use it and ignore everything. I don't think so. I will say that we still have to be conscious. Like when I use AI, so are they actually tell me the right thing? Are they ethical? Do they have any bias? So actually, the kid have to care about the output, to care about what they generate. They have to think about it. So I think I think yesterday or 2 days ago, some people talk about critical thinking, but I use another approach. Do they care? And also, there's another thing that before they use any tools, I would say that they should care about their learning. So their student, they have to aware, let's say that, in this lesson, when I use AI to learn something, do we actually learn, or I just complete a task? So actually, they are very important. And also, we have so many technology. Sometimes the restaurant, the kid just, using, I would say that in the restaurant, sometimes you can see a family, they're all using their mobile, didn't talk. So I myself is scared. We also have to teach our kid that don't just using AI or digital or devices or mobile. So you actually have to care about other people, people around them. In school, is their classmate. Another one, I would say the second one, I call reinforcement learning. So when we use AI, uh, or ChatGPT, you guys, I mean, kind of everyone know that. So many of them, I look this when we have a study, we actually kind of think most of the students or teachers, they actually just want to get the answer. So, can you tell me how to complete this task? Do you have any idea to help me to do this project? Can you help me to complete this mathematical problem? Or can you help me to draft an essay? So it's like this. So they more focus on, I would say that the answer or solution, but we have to use it in the other way. So I would say that reinforcement learning. So you can see that here. The first three one is personalized. So basically, you can I would say that students should have have the knowledge of understanding that he should ask the ChatGPT, can you give me some material, some more questions? Okay, I learned about this topic. Can you give me more questions? Can you give me more problem to do that? And then the second one is because AI, we kind of, in the metaverse, they it's also very big in school now. So in metaverse, they actually have some avatar, they are AI generated. So basically, I would say that this is coming because metaverse. The one good thing is the VR or AR. The student can learn something that they can feel it, they can see it, and also personalized feedback. What's that mean? That I would say that I always would talk to the kid when you finish an essay or writing. Why don't you don't ask them to give you the essay? What you should do is send them the essay, ask the AI to give you the feedback, what you can improve, what you can do. It's not just give you the answer. And also, the last one that is very important in school because self-regulated learning, I think it's one of the life learning skill, as long as they have it. So I think here is one of the things that later on I will talk a little bit more how we can use ChatGPT to support self-regulated learning. Actually, I've done another study to talk about it. And also assessment approaches. So there are two main main approach of assessment. One is summative assessment. The other one is formative assessment. Summative assessment is quite easy to do because actually basically it's a grade, mark, grade A and grade B. This essay just 80 out of hundreds or fail or pass. It's quite easy. So for AI, there are one good thing is I would say that the advantage is it definitely helps us with the formative assessment. Basically, you can anytime you can ask the ChatGPT to give you grade or subgrade or feedback, which in school you cannot do it because teacher or lecturer like professor, they don't have time to give you feedback every lesson. But once you have ChatGPT, AI, and then actually the student they can initiate that. Oh, can you give me the feedback? I don't have to wait for the next lesson or next week. They should have this awareness that to do that. So it's basically it's about assessment. And also another one is we just echo what we talk about self-regulated learning. The students should have the capacity to regulate their learning. We don't talk about the skill. Do they actually able to do it appropriately? So I think it's a very important element that to do that. And also we talk about school education. Of course, we may have exam, we may have tests, but what our school, what teachers should assess, the learning outcome that we expect our students to have. Is it score? Is this A? Are they getting a lot of A or a lot of B or something like this? As a school teacher, I would say that we believe that we have to teach our, is the whole person education, other than knowledges or understanding. There's something that we have to accept, for example, creativities, critical thinking, collaborative skill, communication. We actually have to assess them. At the moment, I think in school we mention about it, but they are actually difficult to measure. So I think school have to start to do this kind of assessment because in the future, do you think that we should have to calculate? Learn all the mathematics? There will be debate already because ChatGPT too faster than us. Maybe creativity is the one that we should focus on. So we have to start to measure it. That kind of I would say that's 21st century skill. And then the last one, not the last one, the fourth one, I would say that the future skill. Again, when we had talked about COVID-19, a lot of school closed, and then we start to have online learning. So we always talk about we have to think about what education is. So we have online. I know there's some country they actually have online school already. So the kid actually learn some subject that school kid. I'm talking about school kid. They're actually young kid. They did never have go to the school physically, face to face. They actually learn everything online. So actually there's something coming, and also our education now AI. So we have a robot, so we have a little Sophia sit next to our student and learn with them. We may have to talk about this one. So what is generic skill? What skill that do they lead? We have to actually sit down, maybe the government or the principal, they have to think about it. And also the third one is learning with AI, work with AI. We actually see, I can see some job, and actually there's very funny. They actually, even though some industry, they actually want some candidate have some kind of knowledge of AI already. So kind of in the future, most of us, AI is around us. So myself, I learned a lot new thing with AI already. And then also my kid, 8 years old, he learned Mandarin with AI by himself because actually he's doing a lot of things. So he had to skill like this. So it's very funny. I think in one of the school in Hong Kong, they actually make it the learning outcome is learning with AI and work with AI. It's their learning outcome in that lesson. In my some of my course, actually I actually say it like this. You actually have to learn with AI. For example, one of my lessons is I asked my kid, my student in school, you use ChatGPT to create some learning material for a online courses. So they actually the whole 4 lesson they are doing like this. So actually but of course they won't just copy and paste from copy the output from the ChatGPT and then put it in the online course. It's not like this. They have to think about it. The position, it's just AI is helping them. And no, AI competency actually is very important. Basically, what it is how they apply AI in using different things, not just learning. do they actually, when they use some AI app, are they aware of the copyright issue, privacy issue, that kind of issue that we have to think about it. And also critical thinking that actually we actually maybe have to strengthen it. We don't just talk about it. Because at the moment, most of us are school education, higher education, we just mention it. Oh, we should have critical thinking. But actually we have to do it. We have to act it. We have to take an action, not just talk about it. And then digital media information literacy, because with AI we have a lot of deepfake. AI can generate video, that fake video news, and then actually this kind of a skill that our students should learn. So again, does your school have this curriculum to teach your kid digital literacy? Actually, in Hong Kong, I think on March 8th, we actually video a framework to talk about digital literacy. So we want our kid to have it. And then other skill, there one thing that I'm very important, I would say, that is self-reflective mindset. Because what just we talk about AI is emerging technology. We cannot just say that, oh, I learned AI, finish it, done. It's not like this. What happened in 6 months? They have a ChatGPT 5, GPT 6, GPT 7. Even they have, I don't know, Sophia or Peter or John. They are new robot. So we have to have a self-reflective mindset. We have to keep thinking. If we should learn more, we have anything to learn. And also transdisciplinary learning, basically another term I use it is integrative learning. So there are one thing that I think in school, STEM education. So STEM education, basically in that lesson, that students have to using mathematics, sciences, technology, engineering to solve a problem. So they doing something like this. In Hong Kong, we use STEM because we want to add arts there. Why I'm talking about it here? So you have to understand that ChatGPT is one of the powerful things is, even though for me, for example, I'm not really good at music, I still can use ChatGPT to ask some music questions, and then they give me some idea what it is, and then I can use idea to, to solve some problem that related to music. And even though now the kids say that, oh, I cannot make video, you cannot say something like this now, because you have ChatGPT or generative AI to create video for you. You cannot say that you cannot make PowerPoint, because actually there are some generative AI to help you to make PowerPoint already. So actually, ChatGPT or generative AI, there are one thing that we have to know, that they actually can help us to do something that we thought that we cannot do, because now you cannot say it's impossible. It is possible, but just how you do that because of AI. Another one is, it's very funny. I always say that AI at the moment, ChatGPT, the output may not be 100% correct. Some of them you still, why do we have critical thinking? Because we have to think about it, if they are appropriate or not. So I see AI as a alternative intelligence. So basically, they give us different perspective. So that's why we call it integrative learning. When I use ChatGPT, when I use AI, the first thing that I will think that you just give me some new idea, new perspective. There one thing that it's the position that I always talk to my kid. So it is AI is not know it all, they learn it all. They just give us something that we to contribute to our idea, to our brainstorming, our discussion. So it's not like, oh, I copy it, it's the answer that I should use in my learning. So what I just share is how AI craft our education. And then now I would like to talk about what teacher can do. I use ACE teacher, the best teacher, I would say that. How you can be an ACE teacher? Aware of AI knowledge. So I just want to tell you a little bit our situation in Hong Kong. At the moment, because I'm the person that train all the teachers in Hong Kong AI, this kind of, we want a lot of workshop, tutorial. And at the moment, I would say that at least 2 teachers from each school, they will receive AI education. So they actually learn about AI. And then we try to expand, the workshop, the lecturer, we want to include more teacher to learn about AI. Then they can use it, because if they don't learn about AI, how can they use it. It is very important there. So we actually, in Hong Kong, what we did is we target the teachers. We teach them AI first. And also, in the old day, when I was in school teacher, whenever the teacher say, I have to follow. Okay, their answer is an answer, even though they may make mistake. I would say that now I think it's the other way is changing. I remember in one of some of the lesson in our university, a science teacher talk about some problem, and then there actually some student actually use ChatGPT double check the answer. They complain about it, say that your answer is not correct because they have ChatGPT already. Actually, they can get answer. So actually, teacher have to change. I would say that teacher also have to have a growth mindset. They have to have an attitude, say that learn it all. So you can learn it from the ChatGPT, learn from other. So basically, in other terms that we call growth mindset. And then the second one is I got C. I would say that teacher not just only teaching subject. They should have a special, I would say that also special talent. It's curriculum design. They are the one because subject ChatGPT just give me some content or feedback. They cannot really understand our kid. So for teacher, they understand their kid a lot more as a whole. So they should have the curriculum design capacity. So how can they do that? How it is one of the skills that we should teach them. How they arrange lesson. In our education, it's easier because we have less. But in school, it's actually very important there. The last one is E. I would say the expectation of AI. So I always talk to our teachers. AI is difficult to replace a teacher that will use active learning because the active learning actually at the moment I would say the AI cannot really replace those activities. Active learning does mean that they're actually making the student doing something hand on. But if I always say that if you are you still using direct teaching, AI will replace you because in Hong Kong we actually have some whiteboard, and then at the moment there are some software. You just type a mathematical problem, for example. Oh, can you solve the problem that x squared plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0? And actually that software, they can show all the steps already. So in the old day, mathematics teacher, let's say for example, they actually just write down all the solution and then still just sit down and learn. This is in direct teaching. And then AI can replace it. We don't need those teachers. We want someone that will create something fun, something that help us to our students to learn actively, to move around, to more fun. Which is I would say that AI may not be able to do that because AI can do all the content answer, and they have to understand that what AI can do, what AI cannot do. We have to talk about that's one. Okay, this is three aspects that I would say that teachers should learn about it. So and then so how AIs cover school education, how to be an ACE teachers, and I want to talk about students. So what they should learn. So yeah, as I said in the very beginning, in Hong Kong, I think 6 months ago, all the students in school, Form 1, I would say that 13 or 12 years old, they have to learn AI. All. So it is our infographics of the AI curriculum. So you can see that the small circle, the white circle. So when we talk about AI, we believe that our students have to learn big data, machine learning, and cloud computing. So these are the three major elements of AI. They have to learn about how it works, what AI is. So it is a three element. And then again, AI is so powerful and destructive. So they have to learn AI ethics and also AI, the impact on our lives, which is social, which is it is a basic. I would say that they have to learn about it. And then the second circle, which is the pink one. So we use the approach is because AI is kind of like human intelligence and AI intelligence. So you can see the pink one is how human act, how a human sense. So you can see that how so we will talk about how AI see a thing. So basically computer vision, how AI hear. We can talk about how they how AI get the message like Siri, Apple Siri, something like that. How AI speak, how AI read and write. So it's basically NLP, natural language processing, and also how AI reasoning, how AI, for example, play chess, and how AI simulate like animation, how AI think and create. Basically, ChatGPT is here. So you can see that the pink one is we actually want our students to learn each of them one by one. And then the green one is the application. So each application, you can see the green one. They take um, um, some of the pink. So for example, some of them may be use all the pink. For example, if you talk about evaluate forum messages, some review, so they may only use read and write. Siri maybe just only you hear and speak. So the green one is also application, and then the student will have to learn, which pink one, which aspect, which sensor that we use in this application. At the end, there one big thing is future of work. So we believe that we teach our kids to live. That means working career is very important. So this one, all of them, all the things, green one, pink one, white one, at the end, we want to go to the future of work. So they actually have to learn about this one. So it is the infographic, our curriculum. So I want to make it clear, that one table, this one is something like this. So in our curriculum, so you can see there are 12 chapters, 12 modules, and each of them, so you can see that they have another 5 level. So the green one is the basic beginner unit. So we are talking about awareness, ethic, and impact. So the knowledge one, the green, orange one or yellow one is kind of level 2. So they have a lot of some mechanism that we want them to learn. And also the purple one is more advanced. We should using project-based there. So you can see that the circle and this one, they are allied, they are part of the curriculum. And then if you want to another model, I just want to talk about, because what I just share, just talk about the content. So we try to come up, how can we make our kid or parents or teacher easy to understand what it is? So we try to come up with another diagram. So you can see that the small circle, knowledge in AI, process in AI, impact of AI, basically is the white circle and also the green circle and also the purple circle. Basically, that one we talk about the knowledge, what is AI, and process in AI is how AI work, what AI, how AI impact us. So basically, the small circle is you replace, the curriculum I just shared. And then, the white one, the white triangle is how they teach. So we talk about a teacher and student they have to communicate, they have to talk about it. When we talk about AI, we should talk about relevancy. What AI that they use in their school, in their hometown, because you have to understand that in different countries they have even different area, they have different kind of application of AI. And then flexibility is very important because different schools have different resources. Some have more money, so they have more resources. Some have less, so we have to have some flexibility. And then the big triangle, which is AI user, AI developer, and researcher, and AI ethical designer. Basically, it's this outcome, but we make it more like a job career aspect. So if you want to use it, you just learn this. If you want to more advanced, you want to develop some AI, become a researcher, then maybe want to be more advanced, learn more. So ethical designer is more about legal issue. So of course, it's very important now. So this triangle is another aspect of how students learn, what they should learn. And then if you want to know more, you can go to this website. We actually create some version that for anyone to download. They have PowerPoint there, they have English version, of course, because we are in China, so we also have Chinese version. They actually have it here. You feel free to have a look. And I want to go a little bit because I think the time issue. So I want to go to this part. What I just share is AI education. So what students should learn in AI. So, but for majority of the teacher, how they can use ChatGPT, generative AI to support teaching and learning. So I done another study. So I use a Delphi study. So they say we have a lot of aspects. So we set a panel. We sit down to talk about what kind of activities that students should use to interact with ChatGPT to support their self-regulated learning. So you can see that on the last, to rightmost three columns, there are three stages. The first one is for thought. This is we call planning. We call goal setting. So the first step of self-regulated learning. The second one is performance. What's that mean? That they're actually doing their plan. So if like I plan something, and then at the moment in this stage, they actually have to do that. And the last one is self-reflection. Basically, it is the answer. I should evaluate my answer if they are okay or not. If they are not okay, how can I improve that? So this is the three phases of self-regulated learning. So on the left side, the first column. So basically, they are the activities that students do when they learning with generative AI. For example, in planning, they should search information, get some examples, when they plan their study, and or make a list. For example, I'm going to make I'm going to make a STEM project. I'm going to find out how can I make a self-driveless car, in STEM project. So I may make a list. ChatGPT, can you tell me that if I'm going to try to make a self-driveless car, what kind of equipment I need? So they make a list rather than just ask them, give me solution. It's not like this. So we have to teach our kids basically to use this kind of activities to support their self-regulated learning. So actually, there are lots. I'm not going to go all of them, but if you are interested, you can try this kind of different activity on the left. So what we did in Hong Kong, I actually running some research with about 50 schools. I teachers. This is the least you should do, and then in a week, self-regulated learning. So what you can do, teach your kid, all planning what they do. It's not like teacher teaching. It's like the kid actually follow this kind of idea, how they learn with generative AI. They actually learn about this one. I can tell you the result, the finding is very, very positive. The kid feel like they want to learn with generative AI. They don't want to listen to the teachers. So actually, it's very funny. They are doing like this. So I just heard about it, and I will say that some of you talk about prompt engineering already. So of course, it's very difficult. If you if you look at the internet, I mean, read more about prompt engineering, and actually, it's not easy. But today, I'm talking about school education. I just make using some kind of idea. I'm not going to talk about prompt engineering, but for kids, because they are kind of young, they cannot really use the full set of the prompt engineering idea. I just ask them, you type, well, let's think step by step. So what's that mean when you talk to ChatGPT? Just say, let's think step by step. When you type this one, the ChatGPT is very funny. They actually tell, have some output, like give it step by step. Like they don't give you the answer. They explain what it is. So it's not like the answer. And then also get examples. So basically, we want our student, when they interact with ChatGPT, they have some kind of the learning process. It's not the learning outcome. It's not the answer there. So we focus on this one. And then this one actually is my student create this one. Now she work for an international school. So actually, it's very funny to create this kind of idea for young kids. So they actually ask the student to say that when you ask the question, please think about context. What it is. Are you Form 1? Are you Form 2 or science education? Or you give them a context. Or you can talk about the country, Kazakhstan, or in Hong Kong, you can talk about your context. What is your role? Are you a student, or are you a teacher, or are you a researcher, or you are a developer? You can talk about this. And also you should ask examples, and also the audience. So that means that what is a specific groups that they should talk about it, and also evaluate. At the end, they have to evaluate their answer, their output. So you can see that this is 5 principles that I think the school student will use. And then, I'm talking a little bit more here. So in our research, we got AI school. What is AI school? I'm just, it is a list here. So I just want you to quickly just go through that. First, we should have a learning or attitude. It's very important. We could keep learning, and also prerequisite knowledges. So for school, we talk about, because there's a scaffolding. When we learn, why we have Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, because all the knowledge is built on something. So we believe that if you use generative AI or AI, you should have AI literacy, critical thinking, and also questioning skill, or prompt engineering. So they should have this skill. So we always say that Form 1, year grade 7 or grade 1, they should learn about this kind of, they have a specific lesson to talk about this one already. And also disciplinary knowledge is very important, because when they go about critical thinking, evaluate the output, they have to have some kind of knowledge. For example, if you don't know English, how can you evaluate the output that in English? You cannot. So, and also the learning outcome, we think about it, what they are. So we include learning with AI. So we include working with AI. This is something that we should do. And also the teaching, maybe we should have more interdisciplinary teaching. And also the last one, because what school can do, we should have a professional standard for teachers. Because I'm doing research, I want to talk about this one, because we have to way forward. What we should do, I would say the first one, in school, maybe we have to do some self-assessment for 21st century skill. Let the student to assess themselves by themselves. And the second one is we should have, because we're teaching AI, we should have some tested for them, because they have to, the one would evaluate, because without a self-reflective mindset. So they have to know where they are. So this is helping them. Or they have a real new standard for integrative learning at the moment. This is a gray area, they're nothing there. And also we have to think about what new literacy are. So what kind of competency our kid wants. So it's some of things that we should do. And the new model, something like this. I'm talking about this one. So, and also the last one, because I'm teacher educator, so we also have to rethink what university can do. So actually, I think 2 years ago, our university started a new program called Learning Design and Technology. This is the integrative program. This program is run by 3 faculty: science, engineering, and education. So actually, the kids have to learn 3 aspects. They learn AI, they learn about learning theory, they have to learn about physics, they learn about chemistry, they learn biology. But there are some courses that there are some project or courses they actually we want them to learn about kind of how you integrate what they learn in solving kind of solution. So it is the career. You can see that this is also the new career that we will have. So I think this is I want to share. So education, I mean, school have to do something, and then that's why we study this. So myself, I want to use the last slide to conclude what I try to say. So AI changed a lot, many aspects. But there are one thing that in school education, because we talk about learning outcome, so learning and working with AI is very important. This is the drive to change our classroom. So I think this is very important that we have to acknowledge that our kids, they are different. They will learn with AI. They will work with AI. So what happening in the classroom, we also have to change. It is what I shared today. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Профессор Чиу,
Professor Chiu, I exhale because I admire and appreciate the work that you have done within the last 2 years. And I appreciate the adaptivity of the Chinese educational system to a new environment. I have a clarifying question. Is that right that in all Chinese schools, they have a subject or a subject that is called AI?
it's not in China school, in Hong Kong school, because in China we have three parts. We have mainland, we have Hong Kong. So in Hong Kong school, we have each of them have, I think each year they have 20 hours to learn about AI. They don't have a subject, but we have a computer subject. So each of them will learn at least 20 hours every year. So yes, it's compulsory. Everyone have to learn. And all the teachers have to receive AI training from us. So yes.
Спа-
Yeah.
Спасибо.
Thank you. Another question. Do they have this AI subject only in schools or also in tertiary education?
In school, which I just shared it, we have it already. All of them have to do it. In higher education, actually, because different universities have different policy. So far, I heard about it. There are at least two universities, including us. All the undergraduate have to learn AI. We have generative courses. I think it's yes, it's a course for a semester. Everyone have to do that. Yes, for my university, because higher education is different. They are the one we have their autonomy to make a decision. But so far, I would say that 2 hours of the big 6 major universities, 2 hours, 6, all the kids, all the students have to learn AI this year. Also, start from this year. Yes.
Спасибо огромное.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the modules of the program. Thank you for dwelling on the aspects, goals, and targets. This information is very interesting because we have been discussing for 2 days already whether this subject shall be in our system of education, whether this shall be a standalone subject or a sub-subject, and we are very happy to see how you have already implemented this. Now the question is, have you compared schools using AI in their teaching and standard schools? So what schools are more efficient? But I believe that since you have schools integrating AI in the education process already, you can compare their performance with what they had before integrating AI in their teaching process. So what's the progress?
So first, I would like to talk about a little bit of development, because actually our project is in stages. At the moment, all the schools have to do it. In 2019, we actually start with I think 30 schools. In 5 years ago, we start with 30 schools. We can see that those schools are very advanced. The kids, when they learn, they active learning. So of course, when you can compare the AI knowledge, there's no doubt that those that were using AI, they understand AI more, because it's from nothing to have something. Because traditionally in school they don't have it. So if you enjoy this, definitely much better. And then another aspect is AI in education to support teaching and learning. I tried 3 subjects. One is languages, English. The other one is mathematics. The other one is sciences. We focus on self-regulated learning. The table that I just shared, we have some kids say that it is a ChatGPT. It is the step you have to do. We have a kind of worksheet. And then for those that will just use ChatGPT, so there are two kind of school. One, we have some kind of skill teaching them, the table. The other one, nothing, no instruction. They can free flow. They actually, for those, because you have to understand, when they learn about it, they actually just want to complete the answer, and then actually they didn't learn anything. They can finish and writing English writing in 5 seconds or two minutes. But for those that we have give instruction, because they have to do it step by step. So actually, it takes them to finish an assignment writing in a week. And actually, when we talk about the learning, we talk about, oh, we interview them, have you learned something? Those students that with instruction, with some idea how to learn with generative AI, they actually learn better. For those that without instruction, they actually didn't learn anything. In terms of the test, they actually fail. Many of them when you compare that. And then for traditional one, we have another group is traditional one, basically low GPT. And actually they are better than the one that you give them the ChatGPT. That's why when we talk about AI is a double-edged sword. So basically, if you misuse them, they actually discourage your student learning. They don't learn. So when we use it, we have to use it, I would say that more effectively, or they have to understand how to learn with that. So we cannot just say that, give them a tools, you use it. It's not like that. So we actually have to teach them. So actually, I would say that to answer your question directly, if you give them the tools, they don't learn. As a teacher, we have to teach them how to learn with ChatGPT, then they learn something like this. Otherwise, I would say that we should go back to the traditional one. For example, I'll give one example. In my teaching, there one kid said to me, write an email to me, say that, oh, I don't know how to do this. The assignment generated by generative AI. They actually wrote to me like this. They said I cannot do it, but this is the assignment. And then so if they misuse it, they can finish something, and then they basically discourage them learning. So I don't believe that just use it. I believe that the student have to have the capacity to learn with AI. Yeah.
Спасибо.
Thank you. During your presentation, we had exchanges of opinions in the chat about a generative AI, STEM, etc., etc., and people had a very active discussion. Do you think that STEM education will change as far as generative AI develops? And do you think that generative AI shall be integrated in STEAM teaching and learning? Will generative AI be a powerful tool to support STEM education?
Yes, I think some of the in terms about art, let me answer the question. A is art, so basically culture and also art. So in Hong Kong, we position A is culture. So we have to do STEM to solve our local problem, because there are some problem that is irrelevant to our students. So I just want to share this to answer the question. It's very easy, because in Hong Kong with STEM education, the kid who learn AI, they automatically they will use AI to support the STEM learning. Or they do it by themselves because they love it. There one thing I want to talk about it. AI, you don't need coding, because data is the key. If you heard about Google Teachable Machine, actually the key, I can do one of the example I want to give to you. I taught a group of primary school students, which is I would say it's 9 years old. Google Teachable Machine, 1 hour. All the primary school students in that class, they can create their AI application, because there are some tools that are very easy to do. So what happened is there are also Haskellane. I didn't even talk about it. It's very easy. You just take a picture and then you create some kind of apps already. So what they do, take picture and then make this, oh, this is a dog, this is a cat, this is a rabbit, or they can do it like this. So to answer the question, actually, if you teach them AI, you cannot control them. They actually do it. To answer another question, we actually in Hong Kong, we in 2019, we actually have AI education already. The student, they integrate them already. So we didn't tell them, but the AI actually is under STEM education. You cannot really separate them. We cannot say that they are different, because AI is the interdisciplinary. They go beyond STEM education. They are STEM. They actually even go beyond. So I make it like this. So I would say that the answer definitely they will change it because AI, at least mathematics, technology, engineering. In some literature, they actually science is also related. Yes.
Спасибо большое.
Thank you very much, Professor Chiu. There's another question. You've mentioned that your school teachers come to you for upskilling courses to your university. And what if our teachers want to visit your university? Will you read a course for them? Will you upskill them?
Okay, this is very complicated question. For me, if I want an online workshop, because actually I've been running workshop for, actually I run workshop for some country in South Asia already. So of course it's a personal invite. I would consider that if it is just 2 hours, 3 hours, because I've been used to one workshop like this for school. I can tell you some statistics. Other than the one that I'm talking about, the formal one, like everyone have to do that. And some school actually invite me individually. I run 6-hour workshop for them. They actually all for you a position AI teacher for all. So and then they have some tools they use it. Of course, you have visit. Of course, yeah, I can see that as a foreign visit. Of course, yes. And then this one is up to. I would say that there are different way of collaboration. There are not only one way. So I think discussion is open. Make it like that. Yes.
Понятно. Тогда мы вас пригласим.
Okay, clear. Thank you. Then we are going to invite you for a 6-day workshop or 6-hour workshop when you have this opportunity, okay?
Okay, sure.
Спасибо вам. Да, спасибо вам.
Thank you so much. It was really valuable information, and this information differed from what we discussed previously in previous days. So we have dwelled more on how to integrate generative AI in the educational process. Thank you very much, Dr. Chiu, and we continue. Thank you.